guys. So this is me and my group, and we're about to present Margik to you guys. I'm Rorik Alkanaba. I'm a senior in organizational management at UNC Charlotte.
My name is Eloise Smith, and I'm a senior studying finance and organizational management here at UNC Charlotte.
My name is Saad Karouche. I'm a senior studying organizational management here in Charlotte as well.
My name is Sean Prasad. I'm studying I'm a senior studying management at UNCC.
My name is Joshua Obregon. I'm a senior here at UNCC as well, and I'm studying both international business and accounting.
My name is Erin Brace. I am a student here at UNCC studying talent management with a minor in women and gender studies, and I'm a senior as well.
So Margik was created and founded by Margaret Krishiga, who is also a UNC Charlotte alum. Margik is located in South Korea, and their main market is the East Asian market. The company is focused on cutting edge technology, particularly the organic emitting diode or OLED. Margik's goals comprise of creating new and better products at a low and affordable price for the good of the consumer and the planet. And the second goal is to make environmentally conscious products that is compatible with advanced technologies. And lastly, for Margik, their goal is to become a major player in the OLED market in South Korea.
All right. So in order for us to really understand the boundaries of this project, we try to figure out what exactly the business problem was for Margik. So obviously we understood that Margik was offering these OLED process/concepts to take care of a manufacturing problem that was plaguing most of like the cell phone, LED, and like all those other type of industries, which was that they were running out resources at the moment. So for us to really continue with this project, we really try to understand what exactly this process/concept was. Once we understood that, we really try to understand exactly the Korean market that Margik was trying to get into. Since at the moment, most of us have never had an experience with this type of project, we really wanted to understand what we were getting into. And once we were able to understand the Korean market, then we tried to understand what manufacturers that Margik could work with so that they could solve, I guess, the main problem within our project, which was to solve the issue that Margik was having with manufacturing OLED in mass, as well as like actually get it delivered within the market that it wanted it delivered. Next slide, please. Now, how has this problem been addressed within our project? So we set up a hypothesis, which we would base off our research off of to then be able to answer these questions that we had in the previous slide. So with our hypothesis, we assumed that within South Korea, the market would be tech savvy. They might care about the environmental factors of OLED. They care about like all these different qualities, such as like, products actually, working and being able to give them a sense of value and individuality. And because of that, we would continue much of our research and trying to either prove or disprove this hypothesis so that we could be able to do more research to really understand what this market was that we were trying to get into. And then once we understood if this market was completely a perfect fit, then we could identify what manufacturers that Margik could specifically work with. And as such, this is what we did throughout the rest of the project.
So the first part of our three main findings is South Korea a comfortable zone to actually sell OLED screens? So one of the first three reasons were South Korea is #1 in ranking in the most innovation of technology in the world. From them having unique vending machines to lifestyle serving robots, South Korea has the best technological advances thus far. With them having a high interest in the latest technology and the organic light emitting diodes display being used in only the most recent technological products, it would be an ideal match for one another. The second reason is it's economically friendly, with Korea also being very forward in recycling and also going forth and having products, this would be easily accepted in the market. Finally, the quality of the organic light emitting diode is extremely high. The quality of the screen is 4K and up, which makes it a little bit more costly. The light is used to pick up extra grays in the background of it, which will give you a more vivid and detailed picture when watching films or playing a video. And it's also used in gaming devices. In South Korea, they value expensive, high quality products that will last a long time versus cheap, average quality products with a short lifespan. With these three reasons, that would be a good reason why OLED screens would be a comfortable hosting market in South Korea.
So, there's a lot of things that go into the influence of the consumer, obviously. But what we found, there was three specific ones that really stuck out. The appearance of the product. As time progresses, technology just grows and grows. And in today's age, people seem to appreciate that new technology, that new technical look, the capabilities it has, how sleek it is. That's a huge factor in what influences an individual in Korea to purchase it. One of the main factors. Another one is brand recognition. Obviously, there's brands like Sony, Samsung, who made their name known, whereas they can literally drop a new device today and it'll probably sell out within the next couple of days. So that's also something that's very important in regards to what we can do to more so influence people to purchase these OLEDs and how they can be effective in society. And lastly, price. Obviously, price is a huge factor for people in Korea, not only in Korea, but more so all around the world. But one thing they do all have in common was, regardless of the price, if it's something that has a new appearance, has a new look, has new capabilities, has new performance, people in South Korea seem to more so appreciate that, whereas money doesn't really play a huge role. But it's definitely something that sticks out when an individual is purchasing a product.
Another one of our main findings is manufacturing. So there are two ways that Margik can go about the manufacturing process. One of them is just what we would like to call the buyout method. So they would just be bought out by a company such as Samsung. Samsung is a staple, has been a staple in Korea for quite some time now, and they have the manufacturing technology and they have the supply chains, supply lines, connections that would enable Margik to produce what they need to. So just having someone who's already well established, and or the other main thing would be partnering, someone like Hwan Solutions and companies like that can create a manufacturing plan for that aspect of Margik's business, due to the fact that they're willing to work with American companies. So between those two methods, Margik will likely find success in one of those areas, through one of those methods.
So there was a lot that we learned that was unique to this course. The first is we learned how to overcome challenges working with an international team. Our team in South Korea had a 14-hour time difference, so just learning how to work with them was unique. We gained new insights into foreign markets, both the South Korean market and the technology market. We gained real-world experience. We gained insights from working with a startup company. We learned a lot about time management, working as a team, and we also learned how the international markets played a role on certain products and services.
Hi, I am Sunbin Lim, and I'm studying English Language and Literature and Business Administration at Hongik University in South Korea. Through this experience, I had a chance to work with teammates living in different time zones. I will never forget that the daylight saving time in US ends on the first Sunday in November because we made a mistake scheduling the Zoom meeting because of that. Also, it was a great experience to research the OLED market and chemical manufacturing companies for a real tech startup. I really learned a lot. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tae Chong, and I'm a Korean partner student of the project Margik. During this project, I've learned a lot of things. The one thing I've learned from this project is a cultural difference. So in this project, me and the US students had a lot of conversations about the difference between Korean market and the US market. And the conversations were so useful and so interesting to me. Like I could learn a lot of US culture and the differences between South Korea, and it really meant a lot to me. And moving on to the next topic, which is what the most challenging part was. Mine was that seeing myself in a different perspective. Like for this project, I had to answer a lot of questions about the Korean consumer and market. And at first, I thought that it would be so easy because I am a Korean. But it turns out that it is not easy because I am a Korean. Like everything's are too unconscious, and I'm so used to the Korean things. So to overcome that, I really had to see myself in a very different perspective, not in a typical Korean's view. And I really tried to compare everything to the US. And I asked a lot of things to my Korean friends too. So I think I can say that this project was so refreshing experience to me, and I'm so grateful to join this project. So that's it, and thank you for listening. Bye.
And that sums up our presentation with Margik. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed presenting our findings to you, and you all have a great day.